Everybody, welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of Law and Order German style.
Law and Order Stupid Victims Unit.
That's even better. Because that's all this game is. It's just one crazy character to the next.
Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon?
I might have held it. Was he wearing gloves in the opening bit of it?
I couldn't look it up really quickly because
my brain is calling up gloves, and I don't know why.
And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only person who could have shot the man was the person in the photo. True. Was it you on the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I did not shoot him. Then who did?
I would have rattled him with 10 times more bullets.
I do not know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell off from the boat. Let me... Nope, he was not wearing gloves. I quickly pulled up the footage from the beginning of this case. He was not wearing gloves on a cold winter's night. Why, Edgeworth, were you not wearing gloves? Oh, wait. It's because you were probably handing him something and it would be... And you needed dexterity or something. I can't say why, but...
My steel cold heart was colder than the biting chill was.
It's only 20 degrees. I can go in a tank top, said most people up here in the Great Northwest.
It's not that cold.
Okay, maybe 30 degrees.
Yeah, 20's pushing it.
Thought that by the time I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide?
He doesn't know.
That's the only explanation I could come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that?
Trajectory of the bullet.
If it has layered fingerprints. Like, if someone were to, like, go over it, they would see a fingerprint, and then they would see a smudge of another fingerprint, like, as it's layered on top of it. But that's, like, they would need to be, like, really checking for that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And we all know that this precinct doesn't really check for that
and
sort
there's
of
no
stuff.
way to double... It would need to be a very specific case in which the fingerprint that is smudged is visible enough to note that it is not the same fingerprint twice. Say, Maya?
Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh, sorry, it's no good. I was supposed to be doing that.
Ugh.
I know! I get distracted. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? You're going to abandon me like everybody else, aren't you?
Yeah, you're useless.
No. Her self-esteem is bad. It is almost as bad as Edgeworth's is.
No, of course not. You're not bad. Of course I need you here.
Miles, even I knew that was fake and forced.
I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, that's the thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel bad or, I don't know, add anything about trials or defense. I mean, you're better off, having an actual lawyer on your team and have me gather evidence instead.
Yeah, but the fifth game was weird.
What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Did you hear that, Miles? I'm a spirit I'm a spirit medium, a profession you probably hate more than defense lawyers.
Or security guards at this point. Aw, everyone has their off days.
She has off.
I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately.
Oh, don't tell Miles that. He actually thinks you're good at your job.
But you never know when my luck's gonna run out.
Phoenix, you really shouldn't say stuff like that out loud. It might come back and bite you in a future game. Really?
Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Okay, court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Ms. Lotta Hart will take the stand. Did you want to try to do her voice?
Sure, just so you're not doing all of the voices except for Maya.
Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university.
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident.
Back up there, boy. I need time to work my accent a little bit.
And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
The finger slowly comes up. Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
She's got like both her middle fingers stacking up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just clean one ear. I'm gonna clean the other one.
And I'm gonna start flicking them off in your direction. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon.
Okay.
I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. There was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. That's all she's got. She didn't even see who it is.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence.
He just walks around the room, takes it from Phoenix's inside pocket, wags it in Phoenix's face, and then slaps it on the stand of the judge to be as invasive as possible.
Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder.
You also can't tell who it is.
Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. The witness testified. She looked at the lake when she saw the shot. There were no other boats on the lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must be the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth.
Selling your kid short there, Karma.
Order! I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt in this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor! I haven't even cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question is there could possibly be?
Who's in the boat?
This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty.
No. They don't read guilty.
You lose.
Good day, sir. You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony?
Yes. Just say yes and hope to find one.
Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt.
Nick, contempt. Does that mean that we don't get invited to his daughter's violin recital or something?
Contempt of court.
I know that. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction in the facts of her testimony?
If this gun was fired 3 times as per it is stated,
Especially being at that close range, they would all be in the victim's body. There's no way that Miles Edgeworth missed those 3 times from that close. Maya could have missed from that close. Miles couldn't have.
yeah, so that's probably where we're gonna have to go with this. I think I noticed one little thing.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well.
He's starting to realize he can't intimidate Phoenix, and
Yeah, so he's like, oh, this is gonna be
wishes.
fun, breaking him.
Too bad, Karma.
Pray for your sakes, this isn't a waste of time.
Is this one where if we press the wrong ones, we get held in contempt?
Oh, I hope not.
Let's save
Because that
right
is
now.
actually, the case that it happens in is actually annoying. Where it's like, you need to actually know which ones to press. Because you can't just present evidence, you have to press 2 in a particular order.
That's so annoying.
So, just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was
So
no
this is-
longer Christmas Eve, but the day.
Because this is important because the autopsy doesn't give us an actual time of death. We need to narrow down a time of death for the victim. Huh? Yeah, well, yeah.
I know you really want to find contradictions, but really.
I'm just waiting.
I hope your next contradiction is a little bit more relevant to the trial. Witness? It's in my car. Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious. I want to press further, but I don't know why I would press further on. Oh, yeah. Miss Hart, could you be a little bit more specific with your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who has to say that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Did this bang come up from the lake?
I think that's the one we actually have to push.
So, you weren't looking at the lake at the time?
That's what she's got the camera for. Nope. It's what I got the camera for. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. The window saw 2 gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the 2 men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for ya. No, it's not.
Oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men.
Oh, yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There is also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. Jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
Oh, yeah, he's hiding stuff. He's hiding lots of stuff.
Then there was another bang. Oh. So you were watching the very moment that that this second shot ran out.
Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless.
This is not meaningless, though.
Contradictions, Mr. Wright. not meaningless babble. Fine, Karma, I think I hate you. It's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that?
As sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm going to... Sustained. Yes, of course. Great. Enough. I think we heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright.
Do we need to restart?
No, I don't think so. Seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to penalize you any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh.
Nick, Lada's testimony is fishy, Nick. Really fishy. Fishier than the really suspect fish and chips on the lake I ate.
I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we have covered the evidence. I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well, Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me.
Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lada Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful you actually saw Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lada, did you really clearly see Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. Court does not acknowledge the defense's outbursts.
Answer me, Lada. What's the big idea? Treating me like some kind of criminal. Well, you are, because it's called perjury, actually. You can't lie on the stand. It's illegal. Regardless of who you are, if you lie on the stand, you are guilty of perjury. Not that anyone is actually sworn in, so I'm not sure that that's a thing in this world. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yeah, of course. Sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
But that was Mia. No? That was Maya.
No. No.
Did we lose? Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, I think we have to go wrong here because clearly Edgeworth is not...
Guilty?
Yeah.
Because a pistol in a lake isn't really Miles's MO.
Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hartz just said? She said that she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
I love this series and its backwards logic.
Order, 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 order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
Come on, man. You know you hate him as much as we do.
I'm sorry, Von Karma, but I cannot. What?
Phoenix's defiance is infectious.
Slaughter Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have the right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Well, see you in 3 years.
At least this will keep her from being arrested for future cases, hopefully.
After 3 years, she'll get arrested again. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Basically, the person...
She's leaving so she can find more evidence and then sneak it in through Gumshoe, isn't she? Because that'd be the smart thing for her to do.
But it means that any evidence that she touches is also in contempt.
Not if she can prove that Gumshoe touched it first.
I do not care for this melodrama.
Well, you obviously haven't been in court recently.
Very well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. Better find a contradiction here or else. Begin the cross-examination. Okay.
Is this one where we had to be careful? Because I'm... Right here? Or...
Yeah.
Okay,
I believe all we need to do right here is present the lake photo. Because if we do anything...
Oh.
Are you...
Oops.
No, I think we could have pressed that.
Oh. I'm just super... Because I don't know
because
my rights from
all
my
we would
left.
have to do is basically prove that it would be far too hazy of conditions to actually, like, do that. So, press the statement.
Oh.
Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in your witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can. You have to assign your penalty.
I knew it was gonna do that.
Dang it. That's it? No. Don't know if I could find anything in that. Can't squander Maya's efforts either. Basically, the final... We're only allowed to look at this. Yeah, so... We would have to basically show the photo and basically say...
Okay.
There is no way that she could have seen the two clearly from where the camera was set up.
Oh, there it is.
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph.
Every
It
time
will
I do
make
it,
you
man.
laugh.
We were going for the same joke at the same time. The photo I took.
Very same. There's something I want you to see in the photo. It's clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
Picture was taken with a professional high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men in the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What? What? He's got her there. This is how he usually gets his guys, though. Oh, I can see where Miles
like-
also picked up
Oh, I was like,
corralling his witnesses too.
yeah. Well, I told her not to say that in court. In her testimony. Yet now she has, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course, I said I could, and I meant I could.
Please testify to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Okay, so after all of that, next time we're gonna go into her actual testimony. Cause holy crap.
Now we have to get into the fact that she's not there actually to see meteors. She's there to catch a picture of the Loch Ness Monster.
Effectively, yeah.
Which was probably a prop to drum up people coming to the lake for commercialism.
When you find out what it is, it's hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure it's just hilarious at the end of the day.
The answer of why there was also an explosion is also hilarious.
Is it also
I was
Larry?
like, no. And it's like, yes, that is the actual thing that I am presenting in court. And everyone just goes, oh, I can't wait to get to it.
Oh, yeah.
So, see you guys next time
See
when
you
we
guys.
get further into this. Bye.
Bye.